Kalen Patterson with Midwest Muscle. I'm here with Dan Noe. He just won his pro card.
What can I say? I made a lot of adjustments. I competed a couple weeks ago and took 5th in the Open when Aaron Lobliner won his pro card, and I work with Team 3DMJ and Alberto Nunez, and he got me ready in 2 weeks, and here I am.
Now, you actually have a brother that's a pro as well, so you're like keeping it in a family, and this is becoming a family tradition of being pros.
Yeah.
Now, how much is that like a spur in your butt to get going where you know it can be done?
Yeah, when my brother and I competed 2 years ago when he just started back.
I was there.
Yeah, and I saw him progress over a year,
that's
2 years.
That's before he became the Transformer.
Yeah, he got shredded, and that's when I realized it was possible. But yeah, he's the one who got me involved, and here he is now.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
He's the one who used to drag my butt to the gym every day. We'd work together, and I'd be sleeping, and he'd drive me to the powerhouse gym. We'd work out, and yeah, he's the one who got me involved and got me started.
Now, Brian is a transformer because like the show, the first time I met you guys, he was big, but he was nowhere near the shredded beast he became. That's why I call him the Transformer. So how did that feel, when you see a guy like that making that kind of transformation and getting a pro card?
Sibling rivalry, I mean, you see him do it, and then I follow suit, and he'll come back, next year, and he's going to be even more shredded and diced.
Now, Brian, you're a big guy, and you intimidate like a lot of people, but you've got the biggest heart. I mean, it just tickles me when people are like taken aback by your size because you're so given, and you do know how to push, and you don't like push people away. Right. As a competitor and having a brother where you want him to succeed as well, how do you go about doing that where it's helping but not hindering by helping too much?
Right. I mean, I kind of like, some people have to make their own decisions and trial and error. I went through a lot of trial and error and just kind of trying to figure a way out. So, everything works different for everybody. Dan's prep's different than my prep. Mm-hmm. So he had to go through some, just some figuring out some things and see what works for him. And, we just, we're brothers, but we have different approaches as far as mindset of prep.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's, just trying to figure out the details of your macros and what, is he carb sensitive? Is he not carb sensitive? Does he need more protein or not, more fat? So there's all the little differences with us, and his training approach is pretty much like mine because, I kind of instilled that in him, and he had a good wrestling background too, mm-hmm. in rugby and some other things. So he's used to some really hard conditioning and training. Yeah. So he had that good background with him. So. It's just, bounce stuff off each other, see what works. But, yeah, I mean, I'm always trying to mentor, everybody. Mm-hmm. So, I just like to help people. Just, try to, everybody's going to make their own little, their own decisions. But, I like to, okay, this is my 2 cents, but, you do what you want.
Yeah.
Here it is, take it for what you want, and just move on from there.
Now, having a brother, because I know it felt good to get your pro card. But, when it's family that's getting his, I mean, come on.
It's good to see him succeed. So, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
So,
it's a lot different.
Yeah.
And as a brother, I have brothers, as good as I might feel winning, it's so much better when you get to share that moment with family.
Yeah.
And know the sacrifices they did. Because, sometimes it seems easier for us when we're on the outside, inside doing the work, and then outside watching somebody else succeed that you love.
Yeah. I'm really happy for him. So, it's an understatement. So, I'm really happy for him. He deserves it.
Yeah. He's put in the work. You want to give a couple of poses so you can make your brother even more proud? Yeah. Thanks a lot, Brian.
Yep.
This is what a pro looks like. Great job, great physique. You got some hardware. You want to show it before we shut this off? All right, these are some hard-earned trophies and some great. Jason came and you did some work on these trophies. Wow. I'm really surprised that he came out the box like that. Now, winning, getting your pro card, who do you want to thank? I know you want to thank your brother because he's here,
First and
and
foremost,
he's
my
done
brother.
so much work.
Yeah, without my brother and his inspiration, I wouldn't be here. Like I said, he's the one who got me involved in the sport. When I first saw him compete at Southern Illinois, when they had their annual collegiate.
I remember that,
That's
yeah.
I got hooked then. Well, I really wanted to do it, but not until he called me out 2 years ago to actually step on stage with him. That was the first time that I'd even entertained it, and now I'm hooked. And my coach Alberto Nunez, he got me down from 230 pounds in January down to 186 earlier this week, and yeah, he got me stage ready. And I had a rough show 2 weeks ago where I placed 5th in the open, and I won novice, and then didn't place in another class, and then turn around and I competing for the overall, and I was
That's
really
awesome.
happy. And my wife,
There you go.
my wife who did she's the Dream Tan Queen. Dream Tan Queen. I got some compliments on my color earlier, and I said I had to tell her about it because she thinks she's a Dream Tan Queen now after 2 shows. But yeah.
Well, you kept it in the family, and you represented well, and this is the best thank you can give by making their love and support so much worth it by coming out looking like this and doing such a great job. So, Dan, great job. Thank you. I'm just proud of you keeping at it. I've watched you guys, like I said, the first time, and, the transformation you guys have done is just phenomenal, and I'm so glad for you, and I'm sure Natural Bodybuilding is as well. So thank you from them and me. Great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks.
No problem. Kaylin Patterson, Dan, Brian, great job. Love the support you do for natural bodybuilders as well as your brother. Midwest Muscle, we are out.